Welcome back to Natural English Daily Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Natural English Daily. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Jack. And today, we are talking about daily routines and how they can actually change your life. Let's get into it.
Okay, before we start, I want to ask you something. Think about your morning. What did you do today, in the first hour after you woke up?
I checked my phone, made some coffee, looked for my keys for about 10 minutes.
Right. And for most people, that first hour just kind of happens. We're on autopilot.
Yeah. I wasn't really thinking. I was just doing.
Exactly. And here's what I find really interesting. Research shows that the first hour of your morning can shape how your whole day feels. Not just your productivity, but your mood, your energy, your focus.
Which means a boring morning routine could actually be making life harder.
Or a good one could make it so much better. That's exactly what we're exploring today.
So, when people talk about routines for a better life, what do they actually mean? Because I feel like everyone has a routine. I have a routine. Wake up, coffee, panic a little, go to work.
That is technically a routine. Yes.
Thank you.
But I think the difference is between a routine that just happens and a routine that you actually choose. One that you design on purpose.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's about being intentional.
Exactly. Intentional. That's a great word. And a lot of people find that when they add even one or two small positive habits to their morning or their evening, everything just feels a bit different.
Like what kind of things?
Well, things like going for a short walk, drinking water before coffee, writing down 3 things you want to do that day, reading for 15 minutes. They sound very simple,
Almost too simple.
right? But the research really does back this up. Small, consistent actions add up over time.
I mean, I know I feel better on days when I actually move my body in the morning. Even just a 10-minute walk. I notice the difference.
That's a really good example. And actually, later in the episode, Jack is going to try to describe his ideal morning routine. And let's just say, it doesn't quite go the way he planned.
Oh no. That's not reassuring.
It's fine. It's all part of the learning.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what is your actual morning routine like? Like the real one, not the perfect version.
The real one? Okay. Honestly, I wake up and I try not to check my phone for the first 15 minutes. That's my one rule.
That must be really hard.
It's very hard. But when I manage it, I feel so much calmer. Because the moment you open your phone, emails, news, messages, your brain is already reacting to other people's needs. And you haven't even had breakfast yet.
Hmm, that's actually a really good point. You're starting the day in response mode.
Exactly. Response mode? I love that. And I think a lot of us live our whole day like that. Just responding, reacting, never really choosing.
So what do you do instead of the phone?
I drink a big glass of water, which sounds boring,
Very boring.
but honestly, after 8 hours of sleep, your body is a bit dehydrated. And water first thing just wakes me up more naturally than anything else.
Okay. I actually didn't know that. I always go straight for coffee.
Most people do. And coffee is fine. I love coffee. But maybe try water first, and then coffee.
I could try that. What else?
After water, and this is going to sound a bit, I don't know, maybe a bit much.
Now I'm curious.
I write down 3 good things that I'm looking forward to that day. Just 3 small things. Could be completely ordinary, like I'm having lunch with a friend, or there's a good podcast I want to listen to.
Oh, so like a micro gratitude thing?
Kind of, yeah. It just shifts your focus. Instead of starting the day thinking about everything you have to do and how stressed you are, you started thinking about something small that feels good.
That's actually really nice. I might steal that.
Please do.
So, how do you say, hmm? You know that feeling when you've had a really good morning and everything just goes a bit more smoothly? Is there a phrase for that?
I think the phrase is something like, I got off on the right foot. You got off on the right foot today.
Oh, got off on the right foot. I like that.
It means you started well. And the idea is that a good start kind of sets the tone for everything after.
Right. And the opposite, like when your morning is chaotic.
You got off on the wrong foot. Everything feels harder after that.
Yeah. I know that feeling extremely well.
I know you do.
Okay, I want to push back on something slightly, though, because not everyone is a morning person. Some people are just not functional before 10 o'clock. Is a morning routine even possible for them?
That is a fair point. And I think you're right. It's not one size fits all. The research doesn't say morning routine good, no morning routine bad. It says that consistency matters. Wherever you place your routine, morning, lunchtime, evening, having some structure and some positive habits in your day tends to make people feel better.
So you could have an evening routine instead?
Absolutely. Some people do their best thinking at night. A good evening routine, maybe some light reading, switching off screens before bed, preparing a few things for the next day, can make a huge difference to your sleep and your energy the next morning.
Okay, that I can get on board with. Because I am genuinely not a morning person.
And that's fine. The point isn't to become a 5 a.m. person. The point is to find what works for you and do it consistently.
What about when you break the routine, like life happens? You sleep in, you're running late, the whole routine falls apart. Does that undo all the good work?
No. And I think this is actually one of the most important things. One off day doesn't reset everything. The research on habits actually shows that missing once is fine. It's missing twice in a row that starts to break a habit. So if you miss a day, you just start again. No guilt.
No guilt? I like that rule.
It's one of my favorites.
Actually, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this conversation, please subscribe to Natural English Daily. It really helps us.
And share it with a friend who is learning English. Okay, back to it.
So, we've talked about mornings and evenings. What about during the day? Are there any small habits that make a difference during, like, the working day?
So many. But the ones I hear mentioned most are taking proper breaks. Like actually stepping away from your screen every hour or so, even for 5 minutes.
Which sounds obvious, but nobody actually does it.
Nobody does it. And going outside at some point. Even just walking to get lunch instead of eating at your desk. That natural light and movement, it changes your energy levels in the afternoon.
I've started doing that actually. Lunch walk, 10 minutes. And the afternoon is just better.
Yes, you feel less like you're hitting a wall at 3 o'clock?
Exactly. The 3 o'clock wall. Everyone knows the 3 o'clock wall.
Universal experience.
And I think this connects back to what you were saying earlier. It's not about massive changes. It's about small things done consistently.
That's exactly it. And I think the reason people don't do this is they think, well, 10 minutes walking isn't going to change my life. But that's the wrong way to think about it. It's not 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes every day for a year.
That's a lot of 10 minutes, actually.
60 hours of walking.
Okay. Now that sounds like something.
Actually, let's just pause for a second because there have been some really lovely phrases in this conversation.
Yeah. What have we got?
Well, that one you use naturally. I got off on the right foot.
I got off on the right foot today, meaning I had a good start.
Beautiful. And the opposite. Got off on the wrong foot. Also really useful.
And you said sets the tone.
Yes. A good morning sets the tone for the whole day. Sets the tone. It means it establishes the mood or direction for what follows.
I tend to, we've used that a few times. I tend to check my phone first thing.
Yes. I tend to is so much more natural than just I always. It shows a habit, but with a bit of honesty that it's not always perfect.
And one size fits all, which I hadn't really thought about, but it's such a useful phrase.
It's not one size fits all, meaning what works for one person doesn't work for everyone. Really natural in English conversations.
Great phrases.
Okay, let's practice. Let's try the whole thing together. Ready?
Ready, let's go.
So, Jack, tell me about your ideal morning routine. If you could design it, what would it look like?
Okay, so ideally, I tend to wake up at, 7, 7:30.
Great. And then,
And then I'm trying to be better. I would drink some water before coffee.
love it.
And then maybe a short walk, like 15 minutes.
Nice. And how do you feel on mornings when you actually do that?
Honestly, I get off on the right foot. The whole day just flows better.
That's perfect. I get off on the right foot. And what about evenings? Do you have any evening habits that help?
I I try to stop looking at screens about an hour before bed. I don't always manage it, but when I do, I sleep so much better.
I don't always manage it. That's a really honest and natural phrase. I don't always manage it.
Yeah, it's more real than I always do this perfectly.
Exactly. Because nobody does. Okay, one more. How would you tell a friend to start if they wanted to build a better routine?
I would say start small. It's not one size fits all, Varnaner. Find one thing that works for you and just do that consistently, even something tiny.
Perfect. That was genuinely great, Jack.
I'm impressed with myself.
You should be. Okay, so today we talked about daily routines and how small positive habits can genuinely improve your life. Great conversation, Jack.
Really good. So, the key phrases from today: I tend to wake up early. It sets the tone for my day. We got off on the right foot this morning. And it's not one size fits all. Find what works for you.
And remember, the best way to get better is to actually use these phrases. Say them out loud. Practice with a friend. Use them today.
And for today's question, we want to hear from you. What is one habit that makes your day better? Leave it in the comments below. We read every single one.
If today's episode helped you, please subscribe, give us a like, and share it with one person who is learning English. That is the best thing you can do for us.
Thank you so much for listening. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.